I'd like to call the Miami Valley Communications Council Board meeting on Wednesday, September 20th to order. If you could please join me with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you. Can I get a roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Brian Walston.
Here.
Lisa Duval.
Here.
Michelle Collins.
Here.
Don Burchett.
Here.
Rob Stevens.
Here. Okay, we're going to move right into old business. Jay, you have a report for us?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, just wanted to mention that the electric aggregation program began on September 1st, and so residents in your communities who did not opt out of the program should be receiving the lower rates on their September bills. The communities of Oakwood, Eaton, and Union will be joining the program on October 1st. So periodically we still get a call here and there, but for the most part I think really everything is in place. We really had very few problems along the way, but if you hear from any of your citizens and they're having trouble getting answers, just let us know here and we'll try to troubleshoot on their behalf.
Excellent.
If I could, I'll just continue on and talk a little bit about natural gas aggregation. We have about 14 communities who have expressed an interest in natural gas aggregation. We went out with an RFP in July, only had one respondent, and we were told at the time that there's some, right now, volatility in the market, really not a good time to be going out for proposals. So they recommended that later in the year would probably be more conducive to getting competitive quotes. So our consultants at Palmer Energy made a presentation to the group of communities who are interested in natural gas aggregation. They agreed with that recommendation. So the plan is to have an RFP available at the end of November. Give providers about 6 weeks to put together proposals. We would open those at those time. Hopefully, if we get competitive pricing, we would still be able to put together a natural gas aggregation program that would be up and operating in May or June of next year. So it really hasn't, the fact that we're doing a second RFP, it really hasn't slowed the process down much. It's important that with natural gas you get it in place before the summer months, so that's what we're shooting at. So that's
Good.
where we're at on aggregation.
Right. Well, that's good. I don't think it's a big concern that it's delayed a little bit. Let's see how the electric goes and make sure that program gets up and running and everybody's moving right along, and then we can get into natural gas after that.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we get competitive rates, and when you only have one provider submitting a proposal, we weren't comfortable that
Right.
that was the most competitive rate we could receive.
Excellent. Okay. All right. And then, Jay, do you have an executive director's report?
Yeah, just several brief comments. There was I know there was a little exchange here earlier about Meet the Candidates. We've been working with the League of Women Voters here at MVCC for about 25 years on Meet the Candidates. Coincidentally, those interviews began running earlier this week, and they will continue to run through Election Day and can be seen on channels 5, 6, and 21. Montgomery County and Greene County candidates can be seen on cable TV 991. So just wanted to let everybody know that if you're interested in a particular race in your community, that Meet the Candidates is currently running and will continue to run through the election. I also shared with the board a partial list of this year's Philo Award winners. There are some categories that they don't announce the winners until October, including this year's winner. Since 1986, MVCC staff, volunteers, and staff from our member cities have received 266 Philo Awards that recognize excellence in cable programming. So that's certainly a feather in everyone's cap and something to be very proud of. To that end, we'll be recognizing this year's Philo Award winners at a later date. It'll probably be right after the first of the year.
Oh, okay.
So just wanted to mention that to everyone as well. It's something we take a lot of pride in, and I think it speaks to the quality of the programming that's being done here locally by community producers as well as city staff members. So it's all good stuff. Also wanted to mention that Sheila continues to be knee-deep in the 2024 budget. Once we have a draft available, we'll sit down with the Personnel and Finance Committee and solicit their comments and input. Our plan is to present the budget to you at your November 15 meeting. And unless something comes up unexpected, that will probably be our last meeting of the year. So that's kind of the outline or the timeline for the 2024 budget. And finally, I just wanted to mention that I had sent out to everybody a copy of the Montgomery County broadband plan. It's about 100 pages. Certainly, I don't expect everyone to read it cover to cover, but I wanted to make sure everybody at least has a copy of it. Quite honestly, there weren't really any surprises in there. Most of the recommendations of the consultants are that we've already got plenty of infrastructure in the ground here in the county, and just by collaborating together, there are ways to make those connections, but we need to get everybody into the same room. Been a little frustrating over the past few years. We have here at MVCC, we've been trying to do that and haven't received a whole lot of cooperation in that regard. So hopefully some of the recommendations that come out of this plan will get us all headed in the right direction. You know, we've been looking at forming public-private partnerships and even public-public partnerships to try to make these connections. And if you're able to do that, it's certainly significantly cheaper than if you have to start a build from scratch. If anyone did read at least some of the report, you saw that the Gateway Fiber Network was mentioned prominently in the report, and that's certainly good stuff. We continue to market our fiber and our conduit, and hopefully, we'll be able to work with others in terms of trying to collaborate on making these connections that they talk about in the plan. In terms of going forward, I think the plan for Montgomery County is to convene a kind of an oversight committee to come up with some recommendations, and I've already been told that we will have a seat at that table, so that is good news. So I just wanted to keep you up to date on where the county is and where we see this going in the near future. Mr. Chairman, that's all I have unless anyone has any questions.
Any questions for Jay? No? Okay. Excellent, Jay. Thank you very much for that report. I do not have any other specific comments this evening. Are there any other comments? No comments? Okay. Jay will once again let us know when our next meeting will be. Obviously, it'll either be in October. It sounds like we'll definitely meet in November, but we're not sure about October yet, correct?
Not sure about October,
Okay,
but yes,
so-
there will definitely be a November 15 meeting.
There we go. So saying that, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second? All right. All in favor, I'm assuming, since there's only 5 of us.
Aye.
There it is. Okay. Have a wonderful rest of your week and enjoy the weekend. Meeting adjourned.